So hello everybody. This is going to be a very short video. I just want to show you the agenda for our upcoming issues, crisis and reputation management course. Just to let you know that our discounts are running at the moment, and I think they end on the 17th of April, which is depending on when you watch this anyways. But registration is ongoing till the 23rd, and then we go into class on the 25th of April. So there are going to be like 4 modules in this course, and the purpose of this course is really to take us through the entire issues, crisis, and reputation management process using time-tested frameworks that I have used for a part of my career. And my observation, the reason why we do this course is because I've realized that there are many things that if you don't get into a classroom and teach people, people will never know. I mean, I spend a lot of time coaching and speaking with people, young professionals coming up, and I see a lot of people struggling in the workplace because most of you don't even really have senior practitioners that are coaching and mentoring you. So there is nobody coaching you and teaching you the fundamentals of how to really work this craft. And communications is an art, is a science, is based on principles, is based on concepts. It's not just something that I'm a good communicator. No, you can't do corporate communications, mass communications, public sector communications that way. You have to learn how to engage with audiences in a way that gives you the objectives that you want, particularly in this modern world where information communication and miscommunication is such a big issue, and there's so many things struggling for attention. So there is very much a science, and there are frameworks around this. So a lot of my courses, or our courses at SA&A, are really about teaching those concepts and principles and then sharing real life case studies about how to apply them. So let's just talk a little bit about the 4 modules on this course. And this is an accredited course, as all our courses are. And first module, we're going to be talking about understanding the issues identification and management process. Now, a lot of you will not know this process because it's something that we use in the industry that I worked in before, because we had lots of issues. But I do find that it helps a lot. And people who manage customers a lot and have, maybe you have a lot of interaction with people in the public, you should actually have this, because it's a way of, it's just a way of tracking the issues that continue to reoccur and have started happening in, there's a risk of them like really escalating in the public space, and you put a process in place to manage them and watch over them and make sure that they do not escalate into a crisis. So I'm going to be introducing this to all the participants on the course. It's important to have that, and if you don't have it in your organization, if you're a comms person working in a big organization, you have to put that process in place so that you are not firefighting all the time. In fact, if you're watching this and you are firefighting all the time, then it is because you don't have this framework in place and you need to come on the course. And then we now go into module 2, where we now talk about the crisis management side. You can't talk about crisis without talking about issues first, because issues always lead to crisis. It's only like maybe once in a while that you have something that just flares up like a crisis. Maybe there was an accident or there was a natural disaster, but most of the time it's slow burn issues that are left unattended to that escalate into crisis. So we talk about that. We then go into the principles of effective crisis management, and which a major part is the communications and the response around it. Some of the things we're going to be talking about there is how to set up a crisis response team, the kind of training they need to have, the things that you as a crisis comms lead should know. In crisis management, the decisions are made by the business or the institution or whoever is leading that organization, but it's important that you as a crisis communications lead understands what you need to know. So you can come, if you're coming to this course, you can come from the perspective of a crisis leader. You can also come from the perspective of a crisis communications leader. But both of you, both the business or the institutional leader, the crisis leader, and the comms lead should have the same level of understanding about what constitutes a crisis and how to manage it. We're going to be getting to the nuts and bolts of that. This is one of my favorite themes, by the way. So, man, Lord, and my courses are always packed. As people that come on, there's always a lot of content. You really have to be on your toes, so you have to get ready to really learn, and just bring all your A game and all that, and and just be ready to just take in a lot of things. And third module, we now go into understanding the basics of reputation management, because reputation management is a key aspect of issues. In fact, it's the be all and get all. You're not managing the business, you're managing the reputation that enables the business to continue to thrive. And we'll talk about that. I really like this course because it looks like 4 modules, but that 4 modules, you're getting so much in it. It's like 4 in 1 packed. Issues management on its own can be a full day course. Crisis management can also be 2 or 3 days if you want to look at it. And just to put something clear, I've said this in my other messaging, you don't attend this course and come out and say you're a crisis management expert. That's not possible, because crisis management expertise has grown over time, practical application, experience, success, learning, mistakes, failures, that kind of thing. But then this gives you the tools that you can use to be able to work in that way, and then you can begin to hone your craft. Just like a carpenter, you learn how to make a chair, and then you go out and start making them, and then you make your own designs, and you learn, and then you become somebody that people can then say, and then you also sort of like develop your own way, but you don't forget the fundamentals of how to, make a child piece of furniture. Then we then look at module 4 is where we now look at best practices, learning from case studies, and we try to do a short crisis management simulation. Typically, crisis management trainings take about 2 or 3 days, but we're going to be putting a lot in one. But we do have coaching sessions, 2-hour coaching sessions over a period of 2 months after the course, where we can then go over some of the knotty issues. And yeah, so if you haven't signed up, please, what are you waiting for? We usually don't have really large classes, but we try to make sure that the people are in the room are the people who the training and the expertise will be useful for. So you're a comms lead, and you're someone who is in corporate communications, public sector communications, political communications, whatever it may be, and you manage issues and crisis communications on behalf of your organization and institution, please sign up for this online course coming up on 25th of April. Details down below, and I hope to see you. Thank you.